When you think of movement, what do you think of? A prowling lion? A racing cheetah? Dancers sashaying across the dance floor? Usually, when we think about movement, our thoughts lean towards biological creatures, not inanimate objects. Well, let me introduce you to another principle of design: movement. So what is movement in design anyway? Before you completely blow me off or think I'm insane, let me explain what designers mean when they talk about movement in two-dimensional art. And no, it does not refer to locating a piece of artwork from one location to another. Rather, movement is what an artist uses to guide a viewer's eye in, through, and out of a composition. Movement is the path a viewer's eye takes through a composition. In an image, the kinds of lines, shapes, and forms an artist uses affect this movement. In the last video, we discussed how heavily emphasis in visual hierarchy guides the movement of an eye throughout a composition. This is just one example of how movement is used in design. Another example of movement is the elements of design that we use. When we discussed lines, we talked about how diagonal lines innately possess their own movement. They suggest this in what they cause us to think about. For example, a curved line frequently evokes images of a dancer or steam rising from a cup. A diagonal line is active, like a sprinter ready to burst forth an explosion of speed. These woodblock prints by Katsushika Hakasai are excellent examples of how this principle of movement is used within a composition. Take note of where your eye immediately goes when viewing these pieces of art. In The Great Wave, your eye begins at the left and is carried to the right by the movement and curves of the crashing wave. In Red Fuji, the curved lines of the sides of the mountain carry your eyes towards the volcanic peak. What do you think? Please share any examples you can think of when movement has clearly guided your eye throughout a composition. If you want to try these tips in your own designs, but need to know how to use the right software, check out the link to my course, Learn Affinity Publisher, below. For more tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and stay creative.